back and the UFC on the front. We got a picture. Oh, all right, we got.
Never mind that. We got one. We got the only. We got the Czechoslovakian samurai. We got one of my favorite fighters to ever compete in the sport, the one and only Jiří Procházka. Let's go for that.
Let's go for that. Hello, guys. Hey.
Man,
what's up?
Excited to talk to you, Jiri. It's been quite a while since we spoke, and you have just continued to do big things. Last time out against Jamal Hill, just another sensational fight, man. I love watching you compete. I can't miss one of your fights.
Thank you. That's a pleasure. That's no pleasure. That's
honor.
Thank you. That's honor. That's honor to hear from you. But next time, tell me the right time, because right now I'm waiting for you 1 hour, because you told me 8:30 Prague time, and it is 9:30 right now. And I was in the bed right now, and I asked my girlfriend, man, which time is California time? Because Mike said 12. He have 12:30. You have 12:30 right now. Yeah.
Daylight savings time mess it up.
The clock's changed yesterday.
And I just watched on the phone which time is California time, 12:30, and I saw that, and 9:30, which is mine time right now. So I jumped here from bed, and here we are.
Oh man.
Well, as Paul mentioned there, Jiri, the clock's changed in America yesterday.
Yeah, that's right.
So my apologies.
Right,
Paul asked the question because I'm going to hang my head in shame.
No, that's fine.
Jiri, I got to talk about the reaction that you had after your beautiful fight, and then you got to go in the crowd and you got to see the main event shakedown. And you're a guy that is just filled with emotion. Even watching somebody that you've competed against go out there and get a big win. What was going through your mind when you see somebody go out there and win the title back in that main event? What was going through your mind to see that happen? Because it looked like you were enjoying every second of it.
Man, I really enjoyed that. You know, I want to be. I just want. I don't want to play something to the crowds, to whatever. And I know that they will count. They will. They cam me. They cam me with the cameras.
Yeah.
So I already knew that, but I was just natural, and I was happy that I saw. Not happy, but I was glad to see. Because a lot of talking from Uncle Ive about me and all of this, and what I saw there in the cage, I saw the fire in the Alex eyes, that he really wanted that. He really wanted to win. Really wanted to win. That's something what I needed to be in the start of the fight when I fought. Khalil Rountree, because I start with that in the third round, and so I was happy to see that, and I was happy that he won. For me, it doesn't matter if whatever is story between us. So I was just happy, and also in the same time I realized, man, there is a potential third fight between us, and right now I beat the
Jamal.
Beat the Khalil. Yeah, Khalil. So I'm right now. I stepped to the first position to challenge the champion. So that was my attitude to, man, there is a third fight, and third fight for me with a fight like him, that mean everything.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that in just a second, because I do want to ask you about that, and I want to talk to you about potentially moving to middleweight. But against Khalil Rountree, he's a very good fighter. He's very, very technical. Yeah. And it seemed like you kind of, I don't know, struggling to find the rhythm in the round 1 and 2. And then in the third round, you were just like, to use your expression, all right, let's go for it. Let's just do it. Who gives a shit? Let's go. It's do or die. Because you went at him, and the amount of punches and kicks and elbows and body shots that you threw, it was just a non-stop attack. What was your mindset at the start of the third round? Did you know maybe you were behind on the scorecards and you had to get a knockout? I mean, did you just think, screw it, fuck it, I don't care, let's go?
Yeah. I knew that from the first round. Let's speak about the first 2 rounds, because I tried to find the best setup to end him, to find some smart setup, to find a clean way where to catch him, where to find a best way to catch him, and how I saw him in these 2 rounds. Like, he's so dynamic. He's just waiting for my attack. He wants to counter me. So I just have to just keep working on him. So, and in 3rd round, my coaches told me, man, you have to knock him out. That will be you. Then you will win the fight. And then I put myself to the just one way. Let's do that, and I will find a way. Let's do that by the pressure, because he used 200% of dynamic for every attack, every response for my attack. And logically, if you're going for 100% of dynamic every time, your endurance will go down after some time. So I just tried. So I understand. I realized this. So I just tried to push him more, a little bit more, and make the tempo a little bit higher, and there will be like little bit same, like with in his first his first fight with Alex Pereira, because Alex pushed him to the limit of the physical limits a little bit, and there everybody saw just he's not so precise. The punches are not so strong, dynamic, not so fast. So yeah, that was the key.
And you were saying, Jiri, when you watched Alex Pereira and you saw him kind of come out with that energy right off the bat in the beginning, are you saying that kind of inspired you to want to bring that kind of pressure in your next fight and kind of get started earlier with that same energy? Is that what you were saying earlier?
Yeah, I'm working with that. I'm working with that all my life. But and many times I learned that I need to start a little bit earlier to have maybe more energetical preparation in the before the fight with the coaches, and but there is nothing realist than the fight itself. So I just need really dangerous challenge face to face, and or the price what I really want to take, and then I will every time.
Am I understanding this correct?
In full power.
Because it seems, I kind of think this, and I think this is what maybe you're saying. You know, when we fight, we go out there and we try and be technical, and we look at our opponents and we read the rhythm, and we're doing this, and the coaches say hands up and this and that, and blah, 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 blah. And we got to be technical, and we got to do what the coaches say and all the rest of it. So you were trying to do that, to be more refined. But then after a while, you're just like, this is not my style. My style is I'm coming to fucking kill you. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to go for it. And when you did that, that worked. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah. But Mike, and I'm trying to every time to control that, because when I release that in a full power in the start, I will be uncontrolled and chained totally. So I'm trying all the time to control this animal inside of me. So that's it.
Because that's, I'm sure Paul will agree. At the start of my career, I was like, I would knock everyone out. And then towards the end of my career, I think I got a little too technical, where I was trying to find openings and read the rhythms as opposed to going forward and being aggressive. And yet you got to find the right balance. But it's very hard because sometimes you go too far that way.
That's right.
It takes you away from what made you so successful in the first place.
Precisely. Yeah, you said that. Yeah, that's right.
You're a guy that you're authentically yourself through and through, right? And people are starting to freaking love it. Do you get that? Are fans constantly just telling you how much they love you, that you're like watching a video game, that you're, you have this energy about you and this respect as well in the martial arts? And we asked some of the fans too on questions that they wanted us to ask you. And one of the people was talking about, who are some other guys that you look to in the UFC or in fighting in general that you respect their martial arts energy and who they are as a fighter? Who do you look up to or like to watch fight, Jiri?
And as higher you go in your career, or to be famous, or whatever, you just need to be more yourself to keep your focus inside yourself and be just you. Just show who you are, because everybody. I love it too on some my favorite fighters or my favorite athletes, that somebody is authentic, and I have many times I have a problem to be too much the samurai guy, to speak too much like correctly and do the right moves and be straight and all these things. And I think all these things, what we already have, what we are looking for, we already have inside ourselves. So we just have to be just ourselves. And me, like personally, I don't looking for every right now. My favorite, who's my favorite character, is in my vision myself in the future.
Hey, there you go.
Like myself as a champion, myself as a true man, and the man who's the leader for my people, and just be right guy. Yeah, do the good for your people.
And that's what I respect about you so much, Jiri, because you do talk about fighting like a man, and really respecting the honor of battle and things like that. Given what happened last week between Cyril Gane and Tom Aspinall, and then at the weekend, we had another situation with Waldo Cortes Acosta. I don't know if you saw that. Did you see that?
No.
There was a fight at the weekend where a guy got poked in the eye, and then he carried on and he knocked his opponent out. And I saw a clip of you doing the rounds, and you said, well, someone poked me in the eye. I have another eye. And I loved it. Yeah, just like me. What is your opinion on this whole poking people in the eye situation? What do you make of all of this?
I really don't know how much it was in a Thomas Pinal with the Cyril Gane fight. So I don't want to speak, because sometimes it's serious, sometimes it's like that. But as I know this situation, and I knew that from many situations happened in my fight many times. I poke or kicks to the balls or whatever. Every time, like some bullshit things. There was many times some break, and you are okay, or so waiting. So there was a waiting, and like my opinion, I want to finish the fight. I want to win. I want to win the fights. I don't know how. Give me just a little time. I will recover myself, or I will fight like I will use more my intuition or whatever. But I want to finish the fight. I want to win. And all the people came to see this fight, especially the main event.
Yeah.
So, but maybe Tom started too much to calculate about. Maybe it's not too good to fight him. Maybe next time I will be better prepared, or if something happened and he will win, whatever. That's just maybe about the mind, yeah. Because you start to think in this situation, how it can change the fight. So I really don't know. Maybe it was so serious in that. Ask Tom. So ask Tom.
I imagine if I saw you get poked in the eye, Jiri, I imagine you know the movie Bloodsport.
Yeah.
With Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
And you would I feel like you'd sense it. You'd be out there. You'd use your cheese.
That would be a dream for Jiri. Jiri would be like, this is perfect. This is fucking perfect. I get to be Jean-Claude Van Damme in Bloodsport, and I'm going to knock this guy out.
Oh, yeah. Maybe using the referee, Michael, to put him in front. Remember the guy tried to throw the referee at him? He knew that. It'd be amazing.
Jiri, what were some of your favorite martial art movies growing up?
All these Bloodsport, Kickboxer, I
love Kickboxer.
Kickboxer is great fun. The new one, there was a new one. I think it's not too old. The Never Back Down from 2007-8, and it was the story for me. Like his father was gone, and the young guy tried to find himself in the fighting on the high school, and that was something what was like I was really in. So and it was about the MMA. So it started to come the new age fighting. So this a lot of fighting with Jean-Claude Van Damme, man, Jackie Chan, that's Jet Li, Unchained, man, all these movies, man. That
I was actually in Never Back Down 4. I don't think anybody saw it though. Not a lot of people saw it. Is that something you'd like to do, Jiri? Do some action films?
Yeah, watch them. Yeah, watch them. Or do?
Yeah.
Would you like to be in them?
Maybe, but I really like to be. Every time when we camp something, I really like to little direct it, and I like to do that. No, I don't like to do that, and I think this will be better. This will be, and I'm changing a little bit all these things. So maybe,
because anytime I've done an action scene, I've always been able to, with the fight choreographer, say, "Hey, no, that doesn't work. I wouldn't do that. That's unbelievable," and they hate me. They hate me, but then in the end, they're like, yeah, that was right. That was the right move. Paul.
Yeah. Just in terms of, we were talking about it before, where you're thinking about switching weight classes. Where are you at right now, Jiri? Especially what if Pereira moves up and he fights John Jones? Is there anybody else that you'd want to fight? What's on the horizon for you? And how are you trying to kind of anticipate the future for you in fighting right now?
Right now, like I said, after my fight, and don't want to change my attitude. Like after week after week after week, I'm all the time the keeping the same. So for me right now, I want to fight with Alex Pereira, third fight. That's all. That's my opinion. Everybody talks about him and Jones. if that will be the plan or next fight. I wish him the best, or let the better win. So next move, I want to fight for the title, and for me it doesn't matter who will be the opponent.
I think you got a really good chance of being involved in several more title fights. You're one of the biggest stars in the organization. You're certainly one of the most exciting fighters. So I think you're going to get that. If you were to fight Alex Pereira, obviously you've been in there with him twice. I know, they didn't go your way, but is there something that you can identify that maybe you did wrong? Maybe a mistake that you made? Did you give him too much respect? Did you not, did you not value his power as much? Is there anything that you think you did wrong?
Man, it was nothing especially before the fight, but there was the both preparation for him. I had a staph infection. So the preparation was totally not good preparation before the fight. A lot of some injuries. So every time and the second fight was the short notice, like 2 weeks before. So every time I fought him, there was something every time was not so good. So and. This is not the reason I want to speak about. Like, that was the main mistake. But I really believe if I will have the right preparation and time to fight him, right now I have a lot of learn from our 2 fights. Doesn't matter. Like, you would think. Let everybody think about this idea or this fight, whatever they want. I believe I will win.
Middleweight, though. Go ahead, Bill. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go with the middleweight.
No, I was going to say, I know you talked about middleweight. I've been with you. I've spoke to you. You're a big guy, but Alex Pereira is gigantic. And if Alex can make 185 pounds, pretty sure you could make 185 pounds.
He's gigantic, and he's gigantic, and I'm stand-up guy, and I in both fights I took him down. So
yeah. But when you look at 185 pounds, I would think, given your resume, maybe you would get an immediate title fight, or maybe you had to have one fight to establish yourself at middleweight. Who would be a dream opponent for you when you look at the middleweight division?
Man, I answered for this question about the middleweight. I will go there, but I will go there if I will win the fight, the title fight in the light heavyweight.
No, so you don't want to drop until you're done at light heavyweight, Jiri. Okay, that clears that.
That's the point. That's the point, and that's why I'm speaking about that. Why I want to really bring the belt back to Czech Republic.
Nice.
That takes balls, man. You don't want easier challenges. You want to finish the mission that you started, and then do another mission. That's amazing. It's Christmas soon around the world. Talk to me about Christmas in the Czech Republic, and what will Jiří Procházka be doing over Christmas? Because I know you do in your spare time. You're doing some crazy stuff, man. And I love seeing like all the meditation and the ice baths and all the crazy stuff that you do. How does Jiří Procházka spend Christmas?
Spending with the family. Really love the Christmas time, but because everywhere in all the world is time. And everybody knows the Christmas time is all about to be nice to others, and to feel safe everywhere, to feel great. And I just want to spend the time with my family, maybe a little bit in the nature, in my cottage, and train naked in the nature. Yeah, in my.
There we go. Come on.
And
why naked? Why naked? You got to get the balls on the leaves.
maybe I will take a shorts, but but I have my like in my garden I have my forest dojo, so I'm training there, and I really love like especially the winter days, because at home there's a fire in the how to say in the fireplace. Yeah, fireplace. In a fireplace. So outside is I really like these both these changes of the warm and hot and contrast. Yeah, these cold and hot. Yeah. So every time I'm waking up in the morning, I'm going out, I'm training outside in my forest dojo, and then I'm going back to next to my fireplace and spend the time with the family.
Jiri, I have one more question. And some people wanted to know this too online. How much time do you spend in like a traditional gym setting with on the mats, training with other athletes versus the forest dojo or things like that? And I'm not going, and I'm not, and no critique on it, but how much of it is like traditional in the gym on the mats doing that versus outside and doing Jiří Procházka things?
Mainly, I need to spend a time in the nature and train myself, my limits, my technique, my vision about my technique and myself before the fight, or when is the time before the preparation. When the preparation started, 2 months to the fight, I'm in the gym, in the gym with the coaches, with the sparring partners. Man, don't take me as I'm just training in the forest.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Shadow boxing
that
trees.
Will be, man. I can't be on the highest level of the martial arts if I train just there. But
in the wood.
But man, realize, and this is the main point of all of that. Realize that all the fighters, when they step in the cage, every time is about self-belief. It's about self-belief, to believe in your technique, in your every move, in your instinct, in everything you are doing in the cage and before the cage, your workout, everything, you speaking, everything. So that's why I'm spending the time just with myself, to be close to myself, to be close to the quiet place inside of yourself, to know it the best, and then you can face whoever, whatever.
No, that's so well said. And that goes for anything in life, not just in fighting. Whatever you're doing, you got to believe in yourself. You got to have that faith that you can achieve it. You're 33 years old. You're still a very young man. You've had 32 professional victories, 31 stoppages. So whatever you're believing in, Jiri, is working out. The lady in the background, is that your wife, your girlfriend?
My girlfriend, yeah. That's right.
Can we say hello or no?
I'm sleeping right now.
She's not counting that.
I just jumped from the bed and
got out of bed.
Give the phone here. And
I get it.
Yeah.
No, my wife would say no. I haven't got my makeup on and stuff. You know. What is a traditional meal in Czechoslovakia? When you get home, you know, like you go to America, you'll have your burgers and your steak and all the rest of it. When you get home and you're in the forest, what do you like to eat?
Yeah, you know, our Czech kitchen is so tasty, so nice, so good, but fucking not healthy 100%. So I'm eating just in my direction. So I'm eating the the rice, chicken. Chicken.
We got to ask you about that. I saw a post from you where you had a nice plate of food, but there was 2 halves of an onion just raw on there. Is that something you do on the regular? Just raw onion like that? Did you see that, Michael?
Yeah.
Other than that, it looks delicious.
Yeah. It's some like
good for you.
After some workout or after the morning routine. This is a really good breakfast or dinner. Yeah, so there was on the photograph there was a tuna salad, tuna Caesar salad, and five sunny side up eggs and two and 1 big onion like on the half, and and next day I gave the photo with the garlic. So next day I change the onion for the garlic, and it's a really good antibiotics. So
yeah,
it's
100%.
Good immunity and all of that. So
listen, thank you so much for your time, Jiri. And again, I'm a huge fan. Last question. After I forget which fight it was, maybe when you fought Jamal Hill. You said that you had a couple of guys in your room and you know the bit what I'm talking about, and you were going to show them a really good time. That was so, because obviously, people misunderstood, but that was hilarious.
Yeah, thank you.
About that.
Thank you. Everybody's making fun from that. And I had a 33 like 2 weeks back. 33-year-old 2 weeks back, and birthday, and these days these guys just showed me that they can push that party to another level. and I thought like I am the one who's thinking about these bad things on the party and doing but these guys, my friends are crazy. So
hey, keep
sounds
those guys
like
around.
a good time.
One time I would take some camera guy with us. So
yeah, maybe no cameras for those parties though.
That's right.
Jiri, good luck in everything going forward. No doubt our paths will cross soon. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't ever change. You're authentic. You're original. Everyone's trying to do the same shit, and you're out there being you. And I love it. Thanks for your time, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Us.